Right, Sneha. Thank you. Great to know. Right. So I was waiting for few people to join. Meanwhile, even I will introduce myself to you all so that you will be aware uh, what are you going to learn and what are the things that and what I am actually. So this is Akshay, who is having 10 plus years of experience in success factors itself. So I have did many end-to-end implementations for Employee Central and RCM onboarding. There are different modules in success factors altogether. So in that, I am aware of almost 5 modules because of this total experience. From the initial days when this was introduced into the market, from the time I am with
Akshay, sorry to
success.
interrupt. Your
Yeah.
voice is cracking.
Is it not clear?
Yeah, it's your words are
It's only
cracking. Can you just check the network once, please?
yes, yes. But not
Is it
now.
the same with others or it is only with Zaz?
No, with me, voice clarity is there, but there was a bit of background noise.
Oh, let me try to see it. Right, I hope it should be clear now. Done?
For me, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, it is like I'm certified consultant for Employee Central, RCM, and onboarding. And even I am certified in Employee Central payroll and compensation. So these are the main and expertise area of me where I have been in past 10 years with success factors. And initially I was SAP HCM consultant, the legacy system of SAP, which every other company used to use it as an HR system. So from then I have some 2 years of experience into that and here another 10 years. So totally I have seen this evolution, I can say, success factors, wherein from nothing to everything, and most of the things to be automated as per the HR's interest and as per the employee's interest. System has transformed like anything. And along with this, I don't count actually the batches, but I can surely say this is going to be my 60th batch around for the training. From the past 6 years, I was training the people on success factors, and because there is a lot of requirement in the market for success factors. Because everyone is transforming, not even the big companies or small companies, everyone is transforming towards success factors. I will tell you why the reason behind these people and their transformation, anyhow. So, there is most of the requirement on success factors, and they need more people to engage this system, and the customers need more support on using this system. That in one day, everyone cannot learn all the system, right? So, we need to be hand in hand support to the customer and help them to uh, get used to these systems. So there's a lot of requirement and people are there and we are running too many batches right now. Currently also we have batches going on with the same, and today is a demo for the new batch we are conducting for Success Factors Employee Central. Okay, so and this I am a real time expert. Basically, I train and I have my already I am doing my current projects and everything. So I will handle all of them together. I am balancing everything. So it's not that everything that I know I will share it with you from my learnings, and you can take it forward, because the system is a never settled system. This month you will have some thing coming, then after 4 months you can see new changes. That means you will get a new configuration, again new feature. That doesn't mean it will change the existing completely, like an add-on. Like you can see your mobile phones, what happens is today you will get iPhone 15 Pro Max or something. After 1 year or 6 months they will say we are releasing this new version, it is now iPhone 16 or Pro Max or something. So it doesn't mean that they will change the soul of that particular mobile. It means that they will add on some features. The same way Success Factors does every 6 months, they will add on some features, they will improvise some features in the system. So that's the reason we have to keep learning, and it is like a continuous learning for us even. And we have lots of work to do along with HR system, because every company needs to maintain HR data. Without HR data, how can they process? Without employee data, how can they move ahead? Right? So everyone needs it. So the one right now you're seeing on the screen is a success factor system. Okay, this is used by HR employees, whoever it is. So there are multiple modules in this success factor system. How many modules are there in success factor system? Is 14. We have 14 modules. And what does these 14 modules are? Employee central, recruiting management, recruiting marketing, onboarding, learning management system, performance management, goal management, employee central payroll, succession planning, career development planning, and compensation, nothing but budget and all planning, and variable pay, your incentives, and SAP Jam, the intranet service wherein you can post the events, event dates, or some activities of the company, like CSR activities, all those, and workforce analytics, SEC. So these many modules are there. In a lifetime, no one can complete these 14 modules, because these learning is not that easy. I don't say that easy, but we don't get a chance to look into other modules, because we will be completely occupied with one or two. If you learn one, obviously you will get a chance to learn other one. Okay, that's the need of the all of them. They are connected. Somewhere in the system we need some support from other module. We have to support each other through these modules. So for a project of success factors, we need almost close to 10 to 15 people to complete a project which has these modules. Okay, so after completing, again it goes for support, and that is another case. But remember, in these 14 modules, what is existing is this maintains employee data, this maintains candidate data, which are not employees but they are candidates. This is nothing but our marketing side for the company. This is onboarding procedure, what has to be done before they join in. We will prepare everything if this module exists. Previously, what used to happen is they will give offer letter. They will wait until I join. I go to join. Then after I join, they will find my seat after 2 days. Okay. Then they will allocate a laptop after 1 week. And then they will assign me a project after 2 weeks. So this module is not that easy.
Hello, Akshara, I'm not able to hear you.
Yeah, Akshara.
Wait, guys. She's joining. Actually, some network issue.
I'm sorry for the interruption. I hope you can hear me now. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Akshara.
Okay. I'm sorry for the interruption. So here you see there are 14 modules, and out of them, as I was telling, everything is connected. We use different modules for different purpose. And when it comes to onboarding, I can collect the documents. I can allocate a seat for him before he joins. I can allocate a laptop, and I can see who is his buddy on the day one, and I can
Akshara,
allocate everything that is needed for this particular person.
Akshara, we are
So
unable to see
this
the screen.
okay. Just a moment, the screen will appear. So this particular, all these modules are for HR maintenance. And why these many modules are existing in the system is, we have them. Subbu, can you please give me screen share access? I have to share the screen. Right. Thank you, Subbu. Okay. So these many particular modules are existing to support us in different ways while we are supporting the HR and employees process. Now here thing is, let's leave about these modules first. Why the name is SAP Success Factors? What is the reason behind it? Previously, Success Factors is a different company and SAP is a different company. Now, Success Factors has been acquired by SAP in the year 2012. December time in this year, completely Success Factors is acquired by SAP. Why it is acquired by SAP is they found that it is going to be the future. Why it is the future? The data is being maintained in cloud. During that time, cloud is the biggest thing. Around the times of 2012 to 16, if you observe, the biggest thing is cloud. Maintaining the data somewhere in the virtual area is the biggest thing. System is basing on that only. The data that we store will be maintained in the cloud. So all this HR data is being processed in the cloud. So what is this success factors is nothing but an HR system which stores data in cloud. So it is maintaining the data in cloud, and from that anytime we wanted to change it or do something, we can use these modules and change it. So as part of this acquisition, SAP has given the name SAP SuccessFactors. Until now, we have almost 5,000 plus customers with SuccessFactors alone. 5,000 plus customers. And what is the reason that people are doing this? And it is in a period of 8 years or 9 years, this happened. Within 8 or 9 years, 5,000 plus customers across the globe. It's not an easy thing for SAP even. But how does this customers attracted? That means companies attracted and wanted to have this system. So the first thing is easy access. System is easily accessible. Right now you see the system. I don't have any prerequisite to open the system. I will have the URL. I will have the username and password. I simply log in. Okay, I will get the URL and I will bookmark it. Whenever I want to log in, I will log in. In the system, I don't need to download any versions or any authorizations are needed for me. Right? So accessing this system is easy. Not only here, if you are at the remote place or you are at somewhere in the globe on a vacation or something, you can open this system in your mobile, or you can even open it in your Google Chrome in your mobile. This will open. So this system supports only internet is needed if you want to open the system, nothing else. And anyway, you will have your user ID name. As per your user ID and name, you will have certain permissions to open in the system and do it. You are on a vacation and you need to approve your employees leave. So you can use the SuccessFactors mobile application and do the approval. It will be available quickly and you can do the approval. Or you wanted to reject, that is also fine. You can reject it. So the system is easily accessible across the globe. You can access wherever you are, but you need an internet access to open it and do the things. So no need that particular server is there, you need to sit near it, or no need to have certain prerequisite. That version only should be there with you. There is nothing like that. Everything is easy to access in this system. Okay. And the second thing is security of the system. Security. What is security? The system is not a simple system. Like you just open it and close it, or do some activity and close it. It's not an easy system. This is a system that stores sensitive information of employees. It stores sensitive information of employees, wherein employees have different things. I don't think so. In India, we are very particular with our sensitive information. If some data like national ID or phone number or email ID is shared in other countries, there is a law for it. It comes under data breach. They can sue them in court and get the amount for the damage that has been done for their data breach. So there are laws even for the data to get it stopped. So the same way, the system contains that real-time data only. We maintain our employees' data. If across 23 countries your company is there, let's say, example is Byju's is there. They are using this success factor system. They have it. It is implemented. If they are in different countries and different countries, employees are working with them. Now I have the data of the Poland employees in the same system. If there is no security, what happens? It goes out. It is going out in the system. How the security works is, right now I logged in into the system. Now at what time I have logged in and what actions I have performed in the system, I can take an audit. I myself can take an audit, or SAP has the recovery of the data. They will always observe that. They can also take the action on that. They can also take the action on that particular thing, right? So it is possible that we can have an audit on the system on what actions we can perform this particular things in the system. Okay, so that is nothing but security. According to the role, permissions will be given. If you are a manager, you will have manager level permissions in the system. If you are an employee, you will have view level permissions in the system. So roles are separate, your login data and your action data. What are you doing in the system? Everything is audited. Then what else is there? Another thing is flexible system. For what it is flexible system? No need to remember everything here. This is search engine optimization. You can see in the search engine, add a new employee. Even you forget this particular transaction, you just add some alphabets here. It will show relevant words here. Transactions are not technical. Here, they are simply in our language, the language that we use in hire, recruit, or change, or something. Everything is in our understandable language, and system is easy for using it. And now HR can simply keep the one or two letters and get the needed transaction. No need to remember. If some people who are here already worked on SAP HCM, this you can clearly understand, because in SAP HCM, the transactions are technically coded. That means you have to enter RTPQ and generate something PA40. You have to hire. You have to remember them and make it as a favorite or write somewhere, so that only you can perform. But here it is not the case. You wanted to do something, you want to rehire something, you want to add a new employee something. You have direct wordings and you don't have anything technical. Okay, so this is easy understanding of the system. And at the same time, if I go to employees profile, it will look like nothing but your social networking profiles. If you observe social networking sites, what happens is you will have simple terms. You will have an background image, your profile picture, and then introduction text, That means nothing but biodata. There will be some funny biodatas also in social networking sites. And here it will be something professional, not that funny, but it is like in professional, but it is option to employees that we have from the system. This profile look like almost your easy understanding and social networking site platforms. It doesn't differ anything from them. So even employees will love to open this and see, and they can easily navigate without any other's help. That is the main aim that people can be attracted towards this system. Okay. So these are the things that system customers. These three things are the main key for us over the years that success factors is growing because of these three things. Okay. Now here I told 14 modules are there, and I even told you that in a lifetime we cannot do anything with these 14 modules. You can only do 3 or 4, and you are that much efficient. You can go beyond that 5 or 6. That's it. Other than that, because why, I will tell you. EC is a vast module. EC is a vast module. What does this EC will do is, this module has data maintenance. Nothing but I call this module as a data bank also. Some people will say it is a data repository. What does we do at the bank? If we have money, we will deposit. If we don't have money, we will go and withdraw it. Nothing but like an input, and we will take the output outside. So here the same case we do have, which says we put the data in this module for employee, we take it out. That means we delete when that information is wrong, or if they are getting promoted, we will change the same information and we will maintain it. So that's nothing but a data bank. And in this, we have lot and lot of requirements coming in EC only, because data is not constant. You are hired today. After 6 months, your probation completes. We need to update in the system. After another 6 months, you are completing 1 year, and we need to give you appraisal, and that has to be mentioned in the system. So whatever we are doing on your employee activity, we need to maintain in the system. So EC is never settled. Every 2 months, 3 months, leave balance has to be given, or something has to be changed. Promotion has to be done. So you resigned after 2 years, then we have to do the termination action. So it is never a system that, okay, we updated with this, another 3 months, we don't get anything. We will always have work. Here in RCM, what happens is, we create requisitions, some employees apply, we will forward and work on them. So what does this RCM do is, it is like in, whenever there is hiring only, we will use it. Like sometimes companies, what they do is, they stop hiring for months. At that time, this module we will implement and it will be there. It will be muted or it will be paused for some time. The same case onboarding, with support of new candidates only, we will support onboarding, right? So we are dependent on these with the time that we wanted to raise our employees. LMS is also same like EC. You will have always some work, some courses should be assigned. PMGM, once in a year, performance has to be launched and these activities has to be done. And ECP payroll, every month it has to run, and it has also a lot of work to be done. Succession planning, after someone is leaving, you have to plan the successor. Then we have career development planning. So which for employees, we need to plan the career development. Okay. Then variable pay, basing on the incentives and things, we have variable pay calculations. SAP exam, we can use the users to use intranet access and post some events or some happy moments, they can post there. And workforce analytics, whatever you input in the system, for that we need to extract data. Whatever you input in the system, for that we need to extract data through analytics. SAC is upcoming, which we can use once the complete queries and everything is implemented by success factors. So this is behind all this, but behind all this, EC is there. Why this demo is Success Factors Employee Central demo? Because I suggest everyone who comes to Success Factors to start with EC only. Everything that you touch in EC are somewhere coinciding with all these modules. If you learn EC, you might understand other modules. No, you started with RCM or something, you don't understand anything. If you start with EC only, you will understand everything in other modules. That's the reason I will tell this is a core module. Even SAP marks it as a core module because everything exists here will help us in other modules. Let's say a position created in EC for employees can be used for vacant positions to be posted in RCM, right? Then the same user data is needed to assign courses. The same user data, employee data is needed for performance appraisal. We need at least first name and last name and manager details in PMGM. We need compensation information to run the payroll every month. So succession planning again position, CDP again position, compensation budget planning, we need to check compensation information. What is the grade we have given last year and what should be given according to budget this year. So lot of thing user data is dependent on EC. If these modules has to run, employee data is needed from EC. So when they need it, what happens is we as a consultant has to support them and understand the configurations and let them do. If a person learns EC, they can learn other modules easily. That's what I say. Okay. So here we have this one as an option. And this option of EC learning is the biggest thing. In another way also, I will tell you why it is very important. If EC is learned, you will have complete hands in work. That means you will never sit idle. But any other module you start with, they will have some breaks or pauses in an year. Like if you complete the implementation until they raise some requisition, some candidate comes, until they find another issue in that, after 2 or 3 months, yearly 1 or 2 issues can come. Or hardly, if different countries are there, 10 issues or 15 issues can come. But in EC, daily 10 issues will come. Which is the biggest thing is EC. We will have always work and our learning will be increased. Daily you will learn something and you will never sit idle. Okay, so that's the reason I suggest EC to everyone to start with. Okay, so this is all fine. What are you going to learn from this training is what are you going to get from this training is first thing you will receive end-to-end implementation guide from my end, which is from SAP directly. So I will provide it to you. Second thing is system for practice. So we will give a system for practice. And third thing is you will receive daily task, which I will give you real-time task to practice in the system so that it will help you in the real time. And then you will also receive daily uh, topic wise document which will help you to understand, which is prepared by me in a very understandable language, so you can refer to that and understand it well. And then you will also receive interview questions, or if you wanted we can provide a mock interview. I can take a mock interview for you. And the sixth thing is there will be certification which SAP takes for these modules, and if you wanted to do certification on the particular module, we will provide that certification questions which you can clearly get almost 60 to 70% from what we have given. Okay, so these are all the things that we are going to provide you from the training, right? These are the inclusions of your training, and I will be always available for you to make you understand. And the daily session is 1 hour, and in that 1 hour, I completely leave 10 minutes for questions. Either you have, you don't have. I will leave completely the session for 10 minutes for questions only. You need to come up with questions after system practice. So this system practice is very important for us. Okay. So you have to practice and come for the session. and you can get more knowledge after practice only. Once you practice, you get questions and you ask me, then I will answer. Again, you go and practice. There, you will learn a lot. If you don't practice and come up and you don't have any questions, even without practice, while I am doing everything, it will be like, wow, it is great, and Akshara is able to do it. We will be also do it someday. It will not happen. When I am doing, because out of my expertise, I know where I have to place it, where it goes smooth. But when you are doing, you will try to get more errors while you are doing, then only you will understand. Okay. So this is the things from the system, and you are going to get this system access from me, and you can practice. And yes, now we are open for your questions today. So yes, please, one by one, please. Yes.
Uh, Akshara, I have a question. First of all, thank you very much, to explaining everything in detail, which was very much needed because, mostly we are basically raw in this segment. I wanted to understand when we are discussing about the what's in it for me section. So, will there also
Mm.
be any sort of placement assistance or something like that? Because, what my observation was that even if we do this type of training and undergo learning sessions, but still when we have to find out a job in the market, most of the people they prefer minimum 5 years of experience with at least 2 implementation experience, or because being into HR, it is a habit for us to study the JDs. So what I'm seeing is that even if the requirement is coming across, then that is mostly for the experienced people. So we people coming from 10 years of experience, so we are taking a risk of career transformation. So now that is making me worried about that. Even if I go for a certification or even if I go for a training, how much it is going to help me to at least establish a start on from somewhere.
Right, Sneha. Things are very valid, whatever you asked, but here, no need to worry. The first thing is keep the worry aside. The
Hmm.
people who are from HR, you have the more chances to get it than the other people. I don't say that the people who are not from this side has less chances, but there are chances for HRs. From the company itself, they are offering the HR people to move towards success factors. Only thing the companies are requesting is to just learn these modules how they work and try it, because I have experienced the clients where they wanted to have their own team. Now every company is trying to maintain their own team instead of getting from some vendor. Some company supports them.
So Akshara,
Okay,
I would
anyway,
like
that is other case. So right
to.
now, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So that's one my point
okay.
was also like my organization was also implementing SAP success factor, wherein I have seen certain basics and initial requirement gathering stages where we have to perform a lot of user acceptance testing. Okay, so that was one part, but because I was leading the talent acquisition forte and domain in my organization, so that was quite exhaustive and time taking. So I have taken a huge risk, to moving out of the organization to go ahead and
Mm.
learn this segment. So now I have to again start on finding out a job. So that is the reason why I am a bit concerned about, because I have taken a huge risk in getting into talent acquisition. Already was there and it was very exhaustive. So I was not finding able to find out time for myself to learn something else apart from that. So that's the reason I decided to take a break for a while and then restart with this particular thing. So now is there any sort of assistance also, at least so that I
Uh,
could start where.
Okay. So yes, we do have this assistance part, and we will do that. You can talk with Subbu on that. So that assistance will be there, but I just wanted to talk you on the opportunities. Assistance, we will give it. But
Hmm.
here, opportunities are something that we create from the people. We will stand out of the box from the other people. If out of this batch, 10 members learn, if
Hmm.
people don't practice and go and attend interviews, what happens is, even you claim that you have experience in HR and everything, when you are at the interview, if suddenly they ask what is managed data and you did not practice in system, you just listen to me, what happens is they will just say this candidate is having 5 years of experience or 2 years of experience, you don't know what is managed data. So
Hmm.
what you people are starting is from the basic level, but still What makes you to be like an expert level is your practice in a practice system. Your practice system is everything for you, which make you look like an expert. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to suggest. That opportunities are there, and after April we are looking for more because there are more projects coming in. Last period of 3-4 months, the market is very dull. But after April, we are going to have the good market. And I know that this training, if we start this regular session from next Monday, so this is going to be complete by end of the month. So you will be out by April and you can find opportunities, or even you can practice for one more month because the practice system will be available with you for 2 months
for
totally.
two.
This month and next month you can completely practice and be ready for the market. So opportunities will come to you, and your main criteria is you are an HR.
Yeah. So my only problem point was that when I was looking through the job options, I just prepared a dummy resume and put it on Naukri. So what I was seeing that most of the jobs which were coming, they were seeking at least minimum of 5 years of experience and two implementation. So I was like, that should not be a scenario wherein even if we have tried and worked hard upon
uh,
this, and then if market always says that
I
no, we
know,
want
I
something
know.
who is good. So if at all any
Actually,
sort of
from past 5 months, the market is dull due to some things over the US.
so
Basing
we
on
have to
that,
be
only people are here is dull. But I know that what is going to happen in another 2 months is nothing but full of opportunities. And moreover, to be frank, I can tell you that the MNCs with they are unable to get the candidates, and they are just trying the juniors that they hire from the campuses, and they are
Hmm.
having, because I went for one of the corporate training to the candidates, wherein they are just campus people who just joined the company, and now after learning success factors they are being moved into
Hmm. So what they do now,
modules of success factors.
they
So
do campus hiring under the form of HR tech part, and then they groom them as a tech HR person within the organization. That is what the company's plan nowadays are.
but nowadays they are not grooming them as HRs, they are directly grooming to configure the systems of success factors. So which I have witnessed it. So yes, there are opportunities and you will get more. No need to worry on that. And Subbu will guide you on the placement assistance. Okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot. That brings a little.
Alright. So yes, others questions. Sorry if I am taking your too much of time on a weekend, but if you have questions, you can ask me.
Ma'am,
If you don't have questions, yes, Divya.
yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm sorry. Actually, I joined the training little late, but my question is, a concern is out of the scope, ma'am. Like, I would like to go for like if we learn ECP this training, no, ma'am. How far I've seen the ECP trainings also, they are asking like it is a point to point configuration from EC to ECP. Suppose
Hmm.
ECP and switch to EC and switch to ECP. Is that the functionality part is completely the same as we have in SAP, but the technical part also should we learn it, or what is the scope in the market? Like why should we functional consultant learn in ECP all the technical point to point configuration? Can you please explain me, ma'am?
Right. So here, two things, Divya. One is the ECP takes data from our EC. So those who wanted to learn ECP first, they should be aware of EC. That means Employee Central. Now coming to ECP, it is like an old building with a new paint, which I can tell you, because the engine that runs the payroll is still in SAP, wherein we have the front screen, which are nothing but any errors. The most easiest thing of running payroll in ECP is it will directly show automatically alerts wherein we miss data. Before you go to simulation, also directly you will get alerts. It will show clearly alerts there, data is missing here, employee's address is missing there, employee's date is missing, or something, anything that is not there or something wrong entered, it will immediately highlight for us in the ECP system. So that is the best feature. which is shown as for us in the front screen for the customers as well, or the person who starts using this as an payroll admin from the company end. But its engine or its calculations or whatever that are existing, it is still with SAP's running payroll. So here we are doing point-to-point integration with ECP towards SAP system. It is not technical, but actually it is only mapping. There are 16 clear things to be done, like org units mapping, or locations mapping, or event reasons mapping, and relationship info mapping, employees job mapping, pay components mapping. These are all mappings that we do. There is not much technical while we are doing mapping, but the one who supports you for doing all these technical things at SAP is again SAP payroll person will support you. Here, who are doing ECP, remember there will be 3 to 4 consultants in that, and 2 will be from ECP and 2 other will be from SAP payroll. So there is not that much needed to learn technical, but if you want to learn ECP, first EC, then ECP, then in ECP also, yes, it is functional only, not technical in ECP, but technical things are in the payroll engine. And that payroll engine, whoever is handling, they will be aware of them, schemas, PCRs, everything will be done by them. Clear? Because while you are going for ECP, remember already there will be SAP payroll for them. If it is not there, people, they will have a different ADP payroll. They will not use ECP. Right? Clear, Divya?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. So suppose in future now when I see the job openings, it is like SAP, HCM, payroll, like that only. I mean, normal jobs only I could see on the portals. Suppose if in future now if SAP is getting transformed into success factors, so will there be openings like SAP HCM payroll in future or SAP ECP consultants in future? Like what is the
Right now,
like
SAP
the
HCM
total
actually they announced it end for 2023. It didn't happen, and now they are extending it 5 more years because they wanted to transform all their existing customers with success factors first thing. Later only they will have the end of the life for HCM system. Now, in future, if something is there as a payroll engine, if they wanted to develop in the cloud, then obviously they will post it as ECP only. And they don't have anything with SAP HCM. They are trying to avoid these words of SAP HCM right away so that everyone will transform towards the new system. So in future, you don't find anything with those names. You will find only with success factors only. In 5 years, I cannot tell what is going to
but
happen
the payroll engine will
because the
remain the same, no, ma'am?
transformation is good. Yes, Divya?
But the payroll engine will remain the same, no, ma'am? Like EC and
Divya,
recruit,
that's what
all
I'm
this
trying to
will
tell you.
get into the
Success
cloud. But
factors is never settled system. Today it is like that. We don't know what in the SAP product company they are
oh,
doing. Tomorrow they will suddenly come and say we developed the engine in cloud. Now ECP is also can be used totally in cloud. In another 1 year, we don't know what happens. They are in progress of many things. There are many enhancements being done. That's what I am trying to tell you. Success factors will never settle. It will be keep improving their system to make SAP end the legacy. They are in practice of that only. They are doing the coding and configurations for that. Once they are ready, they will immediately announce in the market. All these are in their roadmap.
okay. So, like ECP point-to-point configuration, is it required for suppose if we want to choose a career in payroll, is it required to learn it, ma'am?
Yes, you
Please
have
suggest
to.
me on this note.
Without learning it, how can you make the configuration? You have to learn point-to-point configuration.
Uh, okay. No,
Have you learned
actually,
DC?
I'm see. Yeah, I learned EC, ma'am. I want to, like, I'm very much confused because I want to learn ECP, but what, see, the technical person will do the point to point configuration, then we run the functionality, no? So, what is the need for a functional consultant to learn this point to point based configuration? Is it to get the EC objects built into ECP, or do the functional consultant also have to know all that technical needs?
We have to. Don't ever settle to something. This is not my area. I should not learn. Let's suppose I say you an example. EC only I know when I joined, and then integration came out of context, and I don't know. There is no consultant, and I was a valuable resource by then who are trying to learn integration, and I learned integration, and that's how I became. Somewhere I got opportunity to do integration. So learning, you never think that I am confined to this area. If you are connected with some part of the system, try to learn that. Don't leave any chance that you don't know the system, because that helps you in many ways in career. Because when there are no opportunities in EC, I will update my profile and say I am onboarding consultant. Then people will hire me as an onboarding consultant. They don't consider me EC. So, two or three things learning is a good thing. If I know one, I will be in only that one part. If I know two, I can use one or the other one.
Okay.
Right? Any others
Okay.
questions? I'm
Right.
sorry, I'm taking too much time.
Akshara, we will be discussing the course module, like the course content in this session
Uh,
only, or how? And
that
we
you will receive an email on the course content. Subbu will share you the course content.
okay. And in the entire course module, like apart from process of integration and everything step by step, will there also be a sort of training wherein we will be guided through that how we have to train the end user to use the platform, like as an admin, and rights to be given to the admin. These all things will also be covered in this.
Actually, that is your general thing. We don't train on that. Let's say you know a feature. You
Hmm.
just know a feature in, let's say you know how to use LinkedIn. What
Hmm.
will you tell? You enter username, password, and login. What else we will train on that? Because you know the feature, you just explain in your words. There is no particular training of it.
So I mean to say that that will be included in the course module, like how to assign access to the user and how to, you know,
That will be always part. Even I will add few more things to that. Out of my experiences, I will add some experiences also to the things that I tell you. In the features, what customers will ask, and how will the end user expect, what kind of requirements you get. Out of my experience, I will add everything that I can tell you. That's what I am trying to tell you. Whatever I have learned, I will share with you. And out of my experience, I will share with you. You take from them, and you also learn, and you also make others learn.
yeah, sure.
Right? Others.
Ma'am, is there any support projects for EC as of now? Like for the long
The
term stay in
support
the company?
projects we are expecting this month. If there are anything, even if I needed, I will let people know.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Even I am interested for the support project. Like that will,
Yeah.
give us a background also.
Sure, sure. If we get something, I will always try for it. I will always try to take from others. If there are anything, obviously, I will give it to our people who are learning it, so that they learn it and work will be done. So it is a good thing for me also. So for sure, if there is anything this month, I am expecting. If there is something, I will let you know. Right. I did not see any questions from Amar, Jazz, and Sushma. No questions. Ramya, no questions. Okay,
One
right.
last
So, yeah,
question, ma'am.
yes,
Yeah,
Divya.
2025 OMPA will be the end of SAP. No, ma'am. Now everybody have to learn EC for sure. So the existing systems which will transform to S4 HANA, apart from those, if the company wants, they have to integrate this EC into SAP systems. No, ma'am. I mean, success
Apart
factors
from that, if the
tool will be
system is not
taken by
going
cloud.
to be there, they will integrate it with S4 HANA. They don't integrate with a deprecated system. So if a deprecation is happening for OMPA, there is no need to integrate. If S4 HANA is taking up, we can have the integration with S4 HANA. Okay, right. So thanks for joining the session on a weekend, and thanks for your valuable time here and putting on some questions. And I request you to go through the content. Subbu will share you the content, and we are expecting to start this batch by Monday. And please let your possible time to Subbu so that he can plan a batch according to that, and we can start the sessions. One more thing, you can also even give the feedback on me how the teaching is or how I am explaining you. If I am too fast, let Subbu know that I will reduce the pace that I am going on. And other thing is, please join Success Factors. If you are not interested with me, even at least sometime, you just try the modules and you will love this success factors because it's an easy learning and a lot of scope, and we have another next 10 years the future is success factors, and you will have good life balance with these success factors with functional, because there is nothing technical here. It's all straightforward things for us, and we can easily understand the system. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and I would like to see you in the regular batch soon. So thanks for joining. See you again the next time.